Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for Pacific Coast Auto. My name is Derek Weldon and we're taking a look at a car we bought from auction here in Japan. This one's going to be sent to the USA. So this is a GX90 Toyota Mark II. So the GX version of the 90 series Mark II is the 2-liter inline 6-cylinder version. Now this car is pretty well known as a popular drift car, and the GX90 is the one with the 1JZ twin turbo 2.5 liter engine version of it, available with automatic and manual. Now this one here has automatic transmission and the 2-liter 1G FE engine. The FE engines are ones that we don't sell that often. It is kind of funny seeing how narrow the cylinder head is for a twin cam. Excuse me. Okay, so this one has 177,455 kilometers, and the seller specifically asked me if I could mention in this video that this car is going to become a drift car when it lands. So I'm not sure exactly what he has in mind. Most definitely it's going to be engine swap, transmission swap, and what better chassis than the 90 series Mark II, Chaser, Cresta, any of those three. You got a nice long wheelbase, you got a reliable chassis, and these are super popular in drifting at the moment. Unfortunately, the ones with the twin turbo engine are insanely expensive if you can find one with a 5-speed. This is one of the early ones to be sent to the USA because they just started in late 1992 and can be imported under the 25-year rule. Okay, so hood dampers don't work, so I'm going to pop this down. Just a few things to mention in here. We got a little bit of rust. Just a tiny little spot there. Really nothing damaged that I can see. Other than that, the interior looks fairly clean, I would say. No real problems. Coolant looked to be okay. Oil, super low. And so we're going to top up the oil a little bit to give it a safety for shipping the vehicle. But when the vehicle lands, it's really going to need an oil change. Looks like timing belt was changed in 2016 at just below 100,000 kilometers. Looks like 95, but the lettering there is kind of blurry, hard to read. Okay, the vehicle hasn't been in an accident. Weird engine. This is really my first time seeing this. I've seen some GE, like 1G GE engine, 1G GTE engine, and the supercharged version, 1G ZE version. I've never seen the one with the F head on it like this. Very interesting for me. Hood prop, go! Close that hood. Okay. So we're going to be checking in this video to see how drift the car is, how JDM drift it is. And for one, mismatched wheels is very drift, even if it is hubcaps that are on the wheels and they're only 14s. Okay, back to that in a sec. Let's go over the auction inspection sheet. Now I think that the idea is buy a rough one that's still kind of solid that you can prep for a drift car. You don't want to spend a lot of money on turning a really good condition car into a drift car, because drift cars, they take a lot of damage, and typically drifting is a kind of expensive sport as well, and so you don't want to spend a lot of money on your chassis to begin with. Anyway, 1992 Mark II 2000cc GX90. This is excuse me, this is a grade 3 interior C, exterior C, and so rather kind of low grade there. 177,455 kilometers on it. Automatic transmission, comes with AC that does work very nicely. Power steering, power windows. The engine runs a little bit rough. It shakes the car more than it typically would. You can feel it when the engine's running. Not sure, having the low oil, if it has damaged anything. There's the support vehicle. But and there's oil in that one, and then we can put the oil into this one, and if he hits the corner, I'll get it on video. No hitting the corner. Okay, it says no claim is available. The seller didn't say anything about the car, and here's what the inspector said. Windshield rock chip, interior scratch and dirty and wear, steering wheel wear, seat wear and saggy, left front power window doesn't work, and actually at the auction they taped it up with a tape that has stuck itself onto the window here and a little bit onto the paint here that's going to need to be removed carefully. I took the tape off because we're going to tape it with some tape that doesn't actually stick on like that for when the vehicle ships. We can also change the window if it needs to be changed so that that power window actually works. It looks like it's the regulator that's broken, not the switch. You can hear the relays clicking on and off. Okay, various scratches, scuffs, and repainted sections of the body. What is this? Side molding scratched and paint peeling. I'm going to show you just now. Here's the side molding. You can see that there's paint chips on the upper edge of it. It's on both sides. It is a really weird damage to a car. I've never seen something quite like that. But that side molding could just come off and then it should be fine. It's just glued to the side of the car, I believe. What is this? Left door visor has one part missing. Let's see here, it's cracked. And then the one on the right side is just gone, so there's not a matching molding on the other side. Or a matching visor. Hood damper doesn't work, we already saw that. Wheel covers are scratched and the front and rears are different because it is JDM drift spec. Mirror covers scratched and lights are cloudy. Pretty common thing on the Mark II. Okay, it says we have some corrosion in the front here, and then if you just look at this closely, all of that is on our website if you don't understand what any of that means, but you can see there's lots of big damage, like big scratches there, big dent here, and so kind of rough spec, drift spec. Having this as a drift car in the US would be really sweet though, because a lot of people in the US, especially drift people, know about this car, but they haven't seen them in person. They're still, you know, they started in November of this year was the first month, and so this is going to be one of the early ones. Underneath here there's actually a little bit of orange that comes in from like rusty bolts. It's not actual corrosion on anything super important. So included in the report is lots of information on the damage of the car, lots of pictures and extra videos of the dents, and I'm not going to go into it in much detail in this one. Just squint your eyes and take a look at it in the crisp 1080p of the video. Maybe pause it, you can see. Look at this rear sonar. Do you see right there? Only on one corner. Really? Sonar? Not sonar. Very strange. So the looks of the GX90 are pretty good, I think. Rear wheel drive, large for Japan sedan. It's good looking. These are great cars. I didn't like them as much like 10 years ago as I do now. The 100s are still the best looking ones in my opinion. JZX100. But the JZX90s are really nice too. And they just feel so good to drive. They're really like no other cars out there. Okay, Mark II has the angry headlights, or the angriest of the headlights. Got a big scuff down here, big scuff over here. Somebody called those sex lights, but I don't know why they called them that. I would like to ask, but I haven't had a chance to. Okay, big scuff there, big scuff here, and a big dent. This is the AU3 here. And then the back bumper has these fine cracks all throughout it. It's sort of like the paint has shrunk. Probably that section has been repainted and not done correctly. Okay, stock exhaust on JZX90, impossible. 14-inch wheels, also impossible. This is going to be the baddest drift spec JZX that I have ever seen. Now, let's go to the interior. Lots of scratches here because of seat belt getting jammed in the door when closing the door. Okay, there's lots of brown inside this car, so I hope you like the color brown. Okay. Toyota interiors are the best in the 80s and 90s. It's like super blue, super burgundy, super brown. They didn't have any normal colors like gray or black. Here's the saggy part of the seat. And right here. It's not bad, and you do get the official Toyota Grandpa seat covers. They say Mark II right on the seat, so you know how cool you are. Grandpa seat covers, can't beat those. They are the best. Now the interior smells like old car that's been sitting around for a while, so it probably has been. It's going to need a good cleaning, a good carpet extractor to pull all of that gunk out. Tape deck. Okay, that's cool. There might be Eminem in there. He thinks you're in the tape deck now. Oh, I'm dating myself. Isn't that weird when Eminem is dating myself? It was on his first CD. I think it's like 1997. Okay, 30. 30. Cars don't come with tape decks anymore though, and so what car do you expect him to be inside? Big trunk in these cars. I'm going to show you when we get back there. I have the front driver's seat as far back as it will go, and so that's how much leg room that you get there. Here we go. Some drift air freshener. And look, it's actually made an impression onto the carpet because it's been there for so long. Crazy. Here's a weird thing. You get the grandpa seat covers in the back here, but you need to pull it up if you want to pull this down. Most of them have provisions that you can do this. That you can pull it down without flipping it up like that. The driver of that van that just drove by. Every time somebody drives by, I kind of say sorry to them for getting in their way by bowing to them, because I think that's what you're supposed to do here in Japan. That guy always looks so grumpy. Why am I driving a van? I hate driving vans. Why is there a gaijin in the way? I hate gaijins. That's the impression I get. Okay, so that's basically it for the walk around there. If you do have any questions, please let me know and post them in the comment section. I do get back to a lot of those ones, not all of them of course. And yeah, if you do want to check out about importing a car yourself, check out our website. There's a link to that in the description. So thank you very much everybody for watching, and have a nice day.